Licensing.
Sega.
What he said. Intel. Enhanced for Intel. Well, Inside Core. Yeah. That's all I said. Create assembly. And I do have Intel, by the way. Total War. Total War Rome 2.
They must be punished! Charge! Brace yourself! Silence!
He'll use his Pro Roma Ibis, I think. If I were to guess, that would be Can Rome Survive? Or something like that. Attention, there's new mod options in the thing menu. Be sure to check them. Alright? Oh, this is different. Why must every Total War game have a different menu? Every single one. Anyway, so, and welcome to Walkthrough's gameplay video of Total War Rome 2 Emperor Edition Rise of the Republic. And there's Ryan. And I've kind of been waiting for something like this to come out because Imperial Rome was pretty bad. However, the Roman Republic was awesome. It's awesome America's almost in an ancient way that's more primitive and it's lazy. But anyway, wait, America did too. Oh boy. Regardless, yeah. So today 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 the I'm blanking. Sorry, I've kind of been up for 12 hours. Today the 9th of August 2018. Rise of the Republic came out in DLC format or expansion format because Total War has expansions. Let's face it. They just call them a DLC because that's the cool thing. I mean, I guess actually, Chris and they does call them expansions, don't they? Yeah, they do actually. Yeah, another thing about it. But anyway, so it released for $16.99. You could have pre-ordered it like I did for $15.99. Not nearly as good of a deal as Thrones of Britannia, because that was half off. But it works. So you give some reason to pre-order, but not a lot. It should have been more like $11 to pre-order, to be honest. But oh well. I mean, it's an old game. Which Total War Rome 2, which is a sequel to Total War Rome, their third game, I believe. I do have the list up. That came out in 2004, and Total War Rome 2 came out in 2013. And this is a new expansion pack for it. It has, I think, 3 or 4 expansions, as well as a ton of DLC. Some factions which probably should have been games to begin with, but oh well. Actually, yes, third game. And yeah, so I've always been hesitant about Rome 2. First off, originally because of Total War is one of those series where it can be hard to get into. Although, once you get into it, once you actually watch YouTubers and once you actually get into it, it's actually not that bad. However, it heavily depends on the game and what mods you use. Like, for example, if you want to get into Total War in general, I would suggest Thrones of Britannia. Because it's a budget title, because it only takes place in the British Isles, whereas most Total War games take place in bigger regions. But yeah, but it is easier because of the more limited units of the British Isles in the 18th century. I wish I did the 15th century, but oh well. Then you at least have guns to play around with. But yeah. And if you want to go extremely hardcore, Warhammer, because of its roots in a fantasy tabletop, it's insane. There's so many units that do so many different things. It's just crazy. And then middle of the road would be Emperor, and then mid high would be Emperor, because guns, different units, and then Rome. I would be thinking is more in the middle. But yeah, I mean, basically the problem with Total War games is there's a lot of controls for it, and they don't tell you at all what they do. And they don't tell you all the controls you have at your disposal, all the shortcuts. I mean, it's not even shortcuts. It's simple things to get your units to do things. Yet the game doesn't tell you what to do with shortcuts. I mean, I guess it could look in the controls, but yeah. I mean, it's not just a helpful, bring up a big sheet and then you can, bring up a big cheat sheet and look at it. Nor are any YouTubers any help at all for some reason. But yeah, what you over graphics like. But yeah, but once you get into it, extreme please. But once you get into it, it is amazing. And then of course, I mean, Total War has balancing issues. However, it is extremely realistic. It's pretty much the battlefield of RTS. So yeah. I'll be right back. That's better. Alright, but anyway, so how do we get to Rise of the Republic? Right there. So we play in the campaign today because that's what mainly takes place at. That's the main bits of the DLC. I don't think there's okay, that's quick battle. Man, it's so weird. I mean, the icons are mostly the same, all of it. And these are all the DLCs. These are mostly factions, which is pretty cool. Some of them could be in the game to begin with, but still. I mean, and it's not like they need. I mean, basically, it's like they need to be polished for player control because they're actually on the campaign map. I think it depends. It depends on who they are, but they're on the campaign map. Yet they're like the paywall. Although people do mod them in, and then have to in the mods have to get outdated because Chris simply made them into playable characters. But I overall. Total War's pretty bad because Rome 2 is still full price even though it's 2013. It should easily be around half off now. More around $30 as opposed to full AAA price of $59, which is not for digital anyway. But that's the problem with Steam is developers don't have to lower the price if they don't want to. Unlike in stores where they kind of have to in order to compete with new games. And since Total War is popular and the games are that good, so yeah. It's a debate to be sure. Okay, gets in the battle. Can we play as the Roman Republic? Gina, don't care. Carthage. But yeah, basically it's all the, looks like it's just the more Rome, that makes sense. But, I mean, I usually start with, I usually do, a skirmish in these types of games. They don't really have a campaign, which this actually does. But this is the base game. And this is okay. Yeah, I mean, Total games do get better and better over the years. And the Thurs Britannia, how they have an entire menu over here, which I did record Thurs Britannia before this in preparation, which I uploaded yesterday. I have them uploading the right schedule, so yeah, basically I don't know what you do. Unfortunately. But anyway. And also another reason why I'm more interested in Rome now is because of my wife Luck, or Lay Luck, which her Roman name was Fortuna. And yeah, it's just the thing which kind of wanted to go back to the glory days. But anyway, where's the Republic? Another Greek states. You like tribes? Nope. Ton civilizations. Yes, this one. Italianic tribes. No. Turok tribes. Italian civilizations. Central Italy has always been a land of wealth and generous fertility. Over the centuries, many tribes have become fascinated by the lush valleys, green forests, and abundant natural resources. The first Indo-European peoples arrived here in prehistoric times. With ingenuity and independent spirit, some managed to grow into larger entities with their own political and economic significance. Among them were the Greek-influenced I know that word. Etruscans, because why not? And Semites, who were the dominant Italic civilizations before the rise of the Romans. However, right now, they dominate the region as best friends and the worst of enemies. Rare knowledge. 10% research rate, yes. Destined for greatness. Negative 50% resistance to foreign occupation. Factions Rome? Or who are you? Tarsuna is one of the 12 cities in elegant and sophisticated. Rome. And that's the statue for the basically that's the art showing the myths and the founding of Rome, which is Romulus and Remus, and their mother, or at least their adoptive mother, basically a female wolf or she wolf, because they're Roman, by the way. And they want to be fancy. By the way, so 100 years have passed since the expulsion of the last king of Rome, heralding the birth of the Roman Republic. It has been glorious transformation that has changed the Roman state profoundly. It's also been a time of great scarcity and hardship. Throughout this time, the newly born Republic's territory has remained unchanged. Encompassing limited areas around the city and along the Tiber, a tiny slip of land reaching the shore. Now times are changing and prosperity once again returns. Rome's ambitions will be quenched by nothing less than glory, prominence, and supremacy over all other peoples. In the past lie the sophisticated intrusion to the north and the hordes of barbaric Gauls to the northeast, and the Latins and mountain tribes to the south. Rome's task is both difficult and perilous, but the task of her rivals is impossible and doomed to failure. We're in action. Periodically organize elections for council or dictator. Oh, that's cool. Capitoline Hill fortification. 2 battles are required for the city of Rome to fall. Okay, Capitoline Hill is pretty much where the Roman gods hanged out most of the time. If not, they were on their own whereabouts, wherever they wanted to be, pretty much in this parallel around Rome. They were like that. They weren't the kind to be fixed into one spot like the Greeks. Full for right now. Battle realism, please. I don't want to cheat. I remember what rule is this? And to scare everyone, trade to all units in a single player campaign and custom battles. It will spooky battlefields and harpies. Okay. Battle rules and mode. If this is checked, you will have to fight battles without the radar map or contextual tooltips. You'll also be unable to issue orders when paused. Your camera will be restricted to within 200 meters of any unit, and enemy units and 600 meters away will be hidden from sight. Now I actually tried this in Phones Britannia, and since my tactics revolve around extreme flankage, I actually got cut off from their spy units. So I had to basically turn the camera towards them and issue orders to get them coming from the other side of the map. I can actually float over to them and leave from over them, which I guess is actually realistic. No battle limit, please. I wonder if we can turn these on and off during the campaign. I really hope so. And also, I don't know if the AI will have this on too. So let's have it off because I don't know if the AI would cheat or not. And also, again, having that problem of the camera won't work, I'll just ignore the radar. And also, it doesn't show you the tickets up here, where basically in Total War it shows you your field strength and the enemy's field strength on the tug war bar, which is pretty cool. Military control. All the following settlement Roma. Control 60 settlements either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. I'll be doing that because I don't think conquering for liberation and making allies so we can make pretty much a super state that way. Completely control the following 6 provinces either by direct control or through client states and military. I love how they give you the choice. I love how they actually give you the choice. Yeah, I mean some fork strategy games, albeit they're older style, don't give you that choice. You have to conquer everybody or just not win, which is the problem I faced in my Star Drive Let's Play, where I couldn't win because I didn't want to conquer anybody. So yeah, Corsa. Wait, that's wrong. I didn't know how to say that. I'm trying to remember. Corsica, Savona, Ligara, Butchum, Cinema, okay. Maintain, I failed on at least 3 of them. Maintain a total 100 units on the following type. Astati, Principes, Surely I've never seen that one before. The following faction must have no more territory or first on the map. Awesomenesses. Okay, that's fine. Team difficulty normal. Like very easy, normal. Judge hard, really. Sorry, you're 399. There you go. My numbers. And pretty much luck will have our temple or two temples founded 100 years from now, in 293 BC. But that's not really her birthday. That's her temple foundings, because luck is as old as Romans themselves. That the Roman religion and the Roman gods are as old as Rome, or Rome in this state. Hence why as evidenced by, you say, Roman and Remus here. Anyway, so let's start. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. I don't think it's gonna be that bad because there are no guns. But these units will be a bit different from what you usually think of Roman units, because those are from Middle Imperial era or late Republic. My mic was unplugged. Hope you heard me.
We failed you. Accused you and banished you. And you prayed for the gods to punish us. So they inspired our enemies. And sent savages. They took our land, sieged our city, to slaughter husbands, wives, and children. We are the city you loved. But we are destined to be the world. Marcus Furious Camillus, Rome needs you.
Rome is at war. The Etruscans of Veii have been our enemies for many years, and since peace is out of the question, we must bring them down by force of arms. The proud Volsci of Latium are carefully observing the conflict, and will undoubtedly strike should we provoke their ire. In such a conflict, we might try to ally with the Hernici. Meanwhile, rumor has it that a new threat is stirring beyond the lands of the cowardly Sabines and docile Umbri. Be mindful, yet brave. May Mars watch over you.
I prefer Fortuna, but that's just me. Alright. I'll take luck over war any day. Adjective issued. The Annals of Rome, Chapter 1. It has been 10 years since military hostilities began between us and the Etruscan city of A, situated very close to each other. We have been rivals for more than a century. We cannot share power and influence with these people anymore. Only one can prevail. Objectives hold two provinces in their entirety. New bonus objectives have been added to your objectives list. Reward. Yes, purchase. Okay. A general. Rome long ago. Instead of changing government ties, Rome has access to elections that enable appointment of consuls or a dictator for limited terms. Within the city of Rome itself, though relatively young, it is very well defended and capture a fortified Capitoline Hill requires an enemy to defeat the Romans in 2 separate battles in order to capture the city. Remember, this is from the standpoint of you're playing Imperial era Rome, and this is hundreds of years before that. Alright. We'll be doing democracy route, or Republic, at least. Which, in case you didn't know, Rome was a constitutional republic. I don't know how much democracy it was, if America admitted that. Well, basically, the people vote for their leader instead of a parliament or senate or what have you. But yeah, the Romans actually had a constitution. It's just that no one bothered to ever write it down, and you can see where that goes. Because if in the United States we have enough issues with people interpreting a written constitution that's written in plain English, and there was even a printed copy, so no excuse that I can't read, signature or cursive. I mean, yeah. Imagine what it'd be like if it was just verbal. Alrighty, so you